Now we're good.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday night, the Big Daddy Show. And I've got two amazing. First of all, before we start anything else, I want to thank all my sponsors. They're the best, and just all of my guests that I've had previously. Thank you all very, very much, all the viewers and everything else. The three viewers that we get every week. But tonight, I've got two very special friends. And First of all, Mr. Keith KoKoruz, the founder, producer, and everything of the Marquee show at the end of June in Chicago. And this year's host, the one, the only, the handsome son of a gun, all the way from San Diego, California, Chad Blackburn. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here.
My
Appreciate you
pleasure.
both. Don't say a word, Case. Everything's fine. Thank you, though. I appreciate you. All right, we're gonna get.
Well,
to
you
Chad
started out
first.
you started out the podcast by lying. Like, we know
Why?
you don't have three viewers. I mean, that's crazy.
I know we
So
only got
you
two.
lied once, and then you said our close friends. I mean, I can't speak for Chad, but you think you're this guy, you're over here. That's
I
it.
know, babe. I listen. I know that I do this for because people think I'm a nice guy. That ain't working anymore. But let's get into the harder matter. We'll get back to the Marquee in a little bit. Chad, you have never been on the show before, and there's a bunch of people that know who you are, but I want everybody else to know who you are. You are from San Diego, California. How did you get started in this business?
Oh man. Well, I'd have to take you back to 2009, 2010. And just kind of fell into it. I was out doing some karaoke, got drug out by a friend to do karaoke night, and I was dating my wife at the time. So we went together and just had a good time. Found out I had a little bit of what they call the microphone voice. So
Oh yeah, you do.
got offered a job pretty quickly, and they said, "Hey, I think you'd be perfect for this. You seem to be comfortable on the microphone, and you seem to enjoy playing music that people want to hear, or singing music that people want to hear." So got offered a job, and at that time I had a full daytime job, and thought, yeah, I could use some extra money, and was making some money on the side until eventually it turned into something that I felt like I could do on my own, and moved to a different area and started hosting karaoke, and found out it was paying more than my daytime job, and uh, just pounded the pavement, found me a bunch of spots, and was working 5 nights a week, and eventually had to hire. The demand was so high. We started branding ourselves really well. Nadia and I, we'd come up with the name Almost Famous Entertainment and just ran with it. Made sure our logo was on everything. And people started knowing us by name, asking for Almost Famous Entertainment in their venues. And yeah, we went from just me working 5 nights a week to now we have a team of, we have two branches and a team of 20 doing about 40 events a week. And of course, we started with karaoke, and it turned into DJing and DJs and karaoke and trivia and photo booths, 360 booths. So now we do it all.
Now, do you have another division? Am I correct? You bought another division, a wedding division, if you will.
Yeah, so last year we actually came in. I was contacted by someone that said, "Hey, I know you guys don't do a lot of weddings. I have a wedding company that I'm getting out of." Or he said he also owned a gym, and he's like, I was part owner, but I just bought out the other owner, and I just don't have time for my wedding company and my gym. So I don't want to leave my couple stranded, but I'm just kind of over it. I'm burnt out, and I need somebody that can take care of these commitments that I've made. And I feel like your company could do that. And he's like, I know you kind of talked about getting into weddings, and it just happened to be the right time, the right place at the right time. I was looking for something else to do or something else to add onto my plate. And I asked my wife, I said, Nadia, is this something you want to jump into? And she said, let's do it. So we bought the company from him, and we did about 60 weddings last year. You know, for our first year getting into weddings, you know, we
Nice
knocked
start.
it out, and yeah, we had a blast doing it. So yeah, we bought another company, so now we own Almost Famous Entertainment, which is the AFE here on my shirt, and Diamond Entertainment,
Now,
which is the wedding
Diamond
division.
Entertainment, did you get some of the guys that were working for Diamond Entertainment? How many people in that stable?
Yeah, so it came with about 6 subcontractors. And out of those 6, we kept about 4 that we used regularly. Um, just we really liked them. We really clicked well. They were, you know, they were excited to work with us, and we ran with it. Not only did were we doing DJs, but also came with a handful of instrumentalists, saxophonists, um, yeah, guitar players, singers. So we're still booking stuff, hybrid stuff, and it's working out really well. We made some, you know, we were able to basically get a whole catalog of musicians that now we can offer on the Almost Famous brand and the Diamond brand. Um, we'll be using them some of this for some of our corporate events this year for Almost Famous, bringing them over from Diamond to work the corporate events, and they're excited about it. They love it, and but yeah, it all worked out really well.
One more quick question about that. Will you,
Shoot.
now that Diamond, are you going to keep the name Diamond, or are you going to just incorporate AFE as a one thing?
Yeah, we haven't quite figured that out yet. We do want to keep them separate. You know, it's nice to feed them over. We do get some inquiries from Almost Famous, and we go, you know, we don't really do a lot of weddings, but let us send you over to our friends at Diamond Entertainment, and they'll take care of you. And you know, Diamond is branded more for weddings, so they know what you're getting with that company. And he did a great job running it. He, you know, there's over 200 5-star reviews. He had been running the company since 2017. It had a great reputation. So it's not something I really, you know, we really wanted to mess with and take away from what he built, and, you know, trusted us to take over. You know, it was his baby, and he passed his baby to us. So.
Awesome. Well, we have another gentleman on, and I use that word gentleman loosely, of course. Mr. Keith KoKoruz. Keith and I have been bitter enemies for what? Oh my God, almost 20 years now. And yeah, Casey runs the Marquee show in Chicago. And this year, different venue, an amazing array of talent that's going to be at the parties at night, and the education. Whew, amazing. And this year we have a brand new host, this the gentleman, Mr. Chad Blackburn. But Case, how's it looking for this year? How are we doing?
You know, every year we just keep growing and adding and growing and adding. And, you know, I go back to year 1 in 2018, and we had like 80 people there. I mean, that was it. This year we'll probably wrap up around 1,500 attendees. So it's a pretty huge jump in 7 years, 6 shows to go from 80 to 1,500. But we've also, it's a learning process for me as well. And, you know, I always looked at what I wanted, but now I've started looking at a lot of other things. And so we actually have 3 courses of education going on at the exact same time at this show. So it's more like a wedding MBA. We have a business track that covers sales, marketing, social media, business development. And so it's not just geared toward DJs, it's geared toward photo booth operators, caterers, photographers, and we've openly invited them to come out and join us this year. And that's in the grand room, and the big room, the main event room, where Chad's going to be the MC, and our boy Lance George, aka DJLG, is going to be is our show DJ. And so we have that going on. Kid. But we also, and this is something that's bothered me, and I'm a business owner first and a DJ second, and I'll admit that, but I also have a passion for DJing. More and more shows seem to be getting away from DJing. You know, you look at a show, it's got 20 seminars on it, and only 2 or 3 of them are on DJing. So we doubled down this year for the guys that they could even be part-time, and that the business side of it's not that important to them. But being a passionate DJ is what is. So we doubled down, and this year we've got, DMX Lighting Protocol, Qbert World DMC Champion is going to be teaching scratching. DJ Hoppa's talking about programming. Kova's talking about audio production. We've got Chris from QSC talking about line array. Mike Walters doing an MC workshop. Mike, how do you say his last name? Olivas. Yeah, sorry. I almost said Alvarez. I knew that wasn't right. Is doing one on games that you can use at company picnics and parties and what have you. We've got mixing seminars being done. And the biggest thing, don't care what anybody says, there is no argument whatsoever. House music started in Chicago. Period. Done. End of story. Don't care what anybody says. And so we have some legends joining us. We've got from Chicago, Frankie Hollywood Rodriguez, Terry Hunter, Mike Hitman Wilson, Tyree Cooper, Kenny Jam and Jason, who was probably the first mixing DJ on the radio anywhere. Okay, he was mixing disco records in the 70s before anybody knew it was possible. Chicago legend Julian Jumpin' Perez, and then, in my opinion, the baddest DJ in the house music scene, which is the original Bad Boy Bill. So, I mean, we've got those guys. DJ Scribble's flying in from New York. I already mentioned Qbert's flying in from San Francisco. Tyree Cooper's flying in from Vegas. We've got Mike Hitman Wilson flying in from Florida. I mean, we've got legends flying in from all over the country. I mentioned Hoppa's flying in from LA. Kova's flying in from New York. I mean, all of our presenters are... What's that?
Chad's flying in from San Diego.
I said legends. I'm talking legends.
Nice.
Legends.
Wow. Here we go. Now,
Legends.
Chad, I've only just begun, my friend. I've only just begun.
Yeah,
But
we're not.
Casey, let me ask you a question.
The Carpenters are not coming. They're
He needs a good slap.
they're in a little bit inconvenienced. They're incognito.
Quick question, Case.
Sure.
The legends you've mentioned.
Yep.
They are going to be not only doing performing, spinning, everything else, but they're also going to be doing seminars. And
well, that's just it. Everyone I
panels.
talk to they're doing panels and seminars. Bad Boy Bill's going to be doing a performance in the Electro Voice demo room, and he's going to be playing the party. Qbert's going to be in the QSC room, and also is going to be playing. He's going to be our opening DJ for the DJ of the Year competition. Scribble, I haven't figured out. He's definitely doing a seminar, but he wants to play an entire night, and that's our biggest challenge. Is when you come to these things, he's an amazing, unbelievably talented DJ, but we want to showcase a lot of DJs. So I have to talk to Scott and figure out how we can make him happy and all of that. But then, I mean, and in addition to that, so we have 20 DJ seminars. We have 20 business seminars. Then on top of that, we have what we call our sponsored seminars, which you don't need a pass for. You can get an exhibit only pass. And like James from Curators doing a master class, Danny Max is doing a seminar on photo booth profit. I mean, we have we have a whole bunch of vendors there that want to really show you how to use their products and dig in deep and really show you what's going on. So it's awesome, and huge props to our main sponsor, which is Electro Voice, that I am eternally grateful for. I mean, I'm grateful for all of our sponsors, but in 2022, when we are first coming out of COVID, they're the ones who they took on the title sponsorship. They allowed us to have a really great show right out of COVID, and it was right place, right time. It was an amazing show. So they've come back again this year, and then DNP Printers is going to be the host of our Tuesday night party. So it's actually the DNP party. We're going to be celebrating house. It's a white party. I mean, we have all kinds of stuff. The show's going to be crazy, and it's just there's not a show like it anywhere in the world. There really isn't.
Now it's going to be in a different hotel than we've had the last 2 years, correct?
Yep. We're going to be at the Crown Plaza O'Hare. So if you're flying in, what's going to be great is you'll fly in, you will get your bags and baggage. You'll go to Terminal 2, and you'll take a complimentary shuttle bus right to the hotel. It's like 6 minutes away, super close. So no more Uber costs, no more taxi costs, no more renting a car. You're there and then you're back. All of our parties are about 3 blocks away from the hotel. So you can walk there and you can even stagger home and you'll be totally fine. So it's super convenient. All of our venues, our Tuesday night party venue is crazy amazing. It's like a mini House of Blues called Joe's Live Rosemont. We're doing a beach party theme as our welcome party at this Tiki bar. And so we're excited about that. And then we have our DJ there competition on Wednesday to round us off. And Matt Dodge is coming back to defend his title. In fact, I didn't think about it. I've got the belt in the other room. I've got the new 2024 belt.
Nice. So we have got Chad, this will be your first time emceeing a convention like this, correct?
Correct.
And
Yep.
let me tell you, you are going to be a rock star. I cannot wait to see what you've got. You know, this is the thing. We need it's all about. I mean, Lance, I love Lance. He's my DJ, as I call him, my DJ.
That sounds familiar.
Oh yeah. What can I tell you, Keith? But you know what?
Tell you.
I gotta tell you, it's not about the money, but you know, everything that's going on. The last couple of years, you've done the opening party with karaoke and a few other things. So this year, you get to sort of kick in the background, maybe do a couple of things on the microphone, whatever the case may be. How excited are you to be able to do this?
I'm ecstatic. You know, it's one of my favorite things about coming to the Marquee show is that I get to see, you know, I've been going for, it's probably one of my most regularly attended shows. So everyone I get to see are friends, you know, so I get to come over. And I mean, this year with all the new faces, I'm excited to meet all the new people. I'll feel good because I'm going to be around, like I said, all my friends that have been coming, everyone I talk to is coming. So that's, you know, that's a great sign right there. Everyone I talk to, hey, are you going to be at Marquee? Are you going to be at Marquee? Yep, I'm going to be there. Okay, me too. So that's, that makes me feel a lot more comfortable. And like I said, I do this for a living. I've done this for, you know, almost 15 years on a microphone. So I'm excited. I'm not going to lie. I'll be a little nervous, but I'm excited as well.
Just don't screw anything up.
I'm gonna screw it all up.
I believe it.
What are you kidding? He's been telling me that for years. Who are you kidding?
All I have to do is look out in the crowd and see Mama K, and I'll be good.
There you go. There you go.
So, Chad, let's get back to you to a couple of seconds.
All right.
What drives you? What is your passion for what we do? As a company owner, as a DJ company owner.
Oh man, well, you know what's funny is growing up, I was never that kid that ran down and bought the newest, you know, CD that came out or the newest tape. I just always liked to make my own. You know, there wasn't. I never saw the point of buying a bunch of songs that I wasn't going to listen to all of them. So once burning CDs came out, or even making mixtapes, I still run across stuff when I go to my grandma's house that I'll have a tape that I sat there and recorded off the radio station, just all my favorite songs. One that sticks out to me is Coolio's Gangster's Paradise. Oh, yeah. I loved that song. That was my anthem at, you know, for the year that came out. And I had a talk boy from Home Alone, and I would sit there and I'd call the radio and ask him to play it and, you know, and record it so I could listen to it again. But I just never saw myself in this industry. And, you know, the fact that it happened, it was meant to be. And, you know, my team drives me every day. My wife, you know, like that's my drive. I've been able to provide for my family off of this career and this path that I've been taken down. And I've always enjoyed the night part of it, you know, working in the evenings. It's allowed me to go to every single appointment, every doctor appointment for my kids. It's allowed me to attend every school assembly if my kids are getting an award or wanted us to be there, sports games, sports activities. So just the fact that I've been allowed to do all of that and still do something that I enjoy doing. It drives me every day.
That's awesome.
Very
Real
good.
quick, we've got a few minutes left. Casey, I want one nugget from you that these folks can take away and utilize in their business within the next week.
One nugget. It's
I
kind
know
of
you got
tough,
a ton.
man. No, I mean, I don't, you know what? Here's the whole thing. I won't say I'm the best DJ in the world. I'm not the best business owner in the world, but I will say this. I know very few people who get up in the morning and get their butt into work the way that I do and stay there as long as it takes and gets it done. So if I have one piece of advice for anyone, Michael Jordan had a trainer. He was in the gym first and he was the last one out the door. Same thing with Kobe Bryant. Same thing with all the greats. And I'm not saying that I'm one of the greats, but what I'm saying is perseverance in this industry is really based upon your desire to just keep grinding. You know, I mean, you talk to most people, they may have a lot of opinions about me, but one thing they won't say is that I'm lazy and that I'm not out there grinding and getting it done. So if anything, I'm going to tell you right now, it's like Randy Bartlett said, you brought that shit on yourself. So the harder you work, the luckier you get, and the more opportunities you get, you know?
Like it. Awesome. Chad, what about you? One nugget these folks can take away.
Oh, one nugget. Oh,
And
man.
that's our time. Thanks for tuning in,
Thank you
everybody.
so much, Chad. Appreciate your time.
Just I don't know, just I mean, shoot. Casey nailed it right there with that. You know, just grind away, connect, you know, reach out, connect with other DJs and just share, you know, especially if you're not in the same market. I mean, just going to these shows and finding out all the different techniques people use, the sales tactics. I mean, go to shows. I guess that would be my one nugget. You know, come to these things. Come to Marquee. Like, come. I guarantee you'll leave with something that you didn't have before you came, and you know, hopefully, it won't be something you bring home to your spouse.
Right. And here's the last thing. We're doing a write-in campaign. So I need you to tag Jamie Perez in the Marquee Show community. If you want to see Jamie Perez come to Marquee, I'll start a post and you have to beg her to come. And the only reason I said is she's the one person that she's been commenting in the Marquee Show group about this whole thing. So let's just put her on the spot. What do you say, boys?
You're
I talked
done.
to her, I talked to her a little bit in Vegas, and I know she was trying to make it happen. So we'll see if she gets there.
She just typed out a big LOL.
Yeah.
So if we get to 50 signatures, we'll figure out a way to get her out there. What do you say, Jamie? If we get 50 signatures, will you rearrange your schedule to come out?
Nice.
That's the question.
Well, gentlemen, I thank you both. Now, Chad, how can they get in touch with you if they want to get in touch with you?
Oh man, well, I'm on all the social media platforms. Well, by all I mean Facebook and Instagram, the important ones.
The important ones.
And yeah, so you can DJ_Chad_Allen is my Instagram handle. So get at me that way. You can send me a message on my Facebook page at Chad Allen Blackburn. And yeah, look forward to connecting with everyone, and let me know if there's anything you want to know before we get to the show.
Awesome.
And
Case,
I'm going to be celebrating my birthday with everyone that week. So my birthday's the 26th, so it's going to be.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Will it though? Will it? Will it? Maybe for Chad it will be. For the rest of us, it's just Tuesday.
I don't know.
Nice. Well, guys, thank you. Case, everybody knows how to get in touch with you. Marquee Show community.
Right.
And what else?
Hashtag keep Chad away from my mom.
Perfect. Perfect. And hashtag Jamie get to Chicago. How am I doing?
There, we're good.
Done. My friends, I thank you so very much for being on. My sponsors, thank you once again. Next week, I'll be having Mr. Rich Lang from North Carolina joining me. and we'll be talking about Midwest DJ Live and a few other things. But stay tuned. We'll be talking about Marquee and everything else Marquee very, very soon. Chad, thank you. Casey, thank you. My friends, have a great